Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Now, I realized that in my non-binary video, I didn't really give an explanation for agender, and that I also didn't have a lot of, if any, like specific agender memes. So, I found a few cool ones, and the rest of this video, after the agender meme, is just gonna be like general trans memes, because I have a lot of those. I still have a lot of those. So let's get started with the agender definition first. Of relating to or being a person who has an internal sense of being neither male nor female, nor some combination of male and female. Of relating to or being a person whose gender identity is genderless or neutral. Yes. Honestly, I know I said it in my non-binary review. I don't understand gender. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. So maybe I am agender, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I don't care enough. But mostly, I don't know what gender is supposed to feel like, so I don't know if I am or not. Either way, this is the flag. Again, it's really cute actually. I really like it. And I do actually have an agender flag, but it was one of those moments where I was like, it seems very accurate, because what even is gender? So if I'm not like sure what it's supposed to feel like, it's easy to say I don't feel a gender, because who needs it? But yeah, I don't know. Either way, let's get started with the memes. Stranger, hi, F or M? Both and neither. Huh? I am above gender. That is a mortal concept. What's between your legs? Raw power. Okay, first of all, please don't go around asking people what's between their legs. It's weird. But this answer is very good. Agender. A gender. That is legit the opposite of what I wanted. Yeah, it seems very common for a lot of terms to like not be recognized by autocorrect. Autocorrect is weird, you know? Agender people who look androgynous. This one sparks joy. Agender people who don't look androgynous. This one sparks joy. Agender people use they them pronouns. This one sparks joy. Agender people who don't use they them pronouns. This one sparks joy. All of them spark joy. It's your gender, and it's your gender expression. Do whatever you want, use whichever pronouns, feel good to you. Legit. We have more important stuff to worry about, you know? Gender machine. Gender machine broke. Good. Yeah. Isn't it broke a lot? The gender machine is always broken. The best part about not having a gender is that every sort of attraction I feel is gay. You have a gender, it's in your pants. Everyone, my gender is 67 cents, a pen cap, and some lint. Where's the pen to the pen cap? That's what I'm wondering. But yeah, cool. Nice gender, bro. Why? Legit. I love this trend of people just pulling random stuff out of their pockets, or legit pulling like a giant plushie out of their pants and being like, oh, well, this is my gender now. Here you go, honey, a new toy. 8-year-old me. Piggy! Are you a boy pig or a girl pig? I'll decide later. 17 years later. Did I ever give you a gender? Not really, no. Again, don't we have more important things to worry about? If Piggy's a good stuffy, they're a good stuffy, no matter what their gender is. He can't dress like that and like men. He'll become a nobody. My homophobic family members. Let him do what he wants to do. It's none of your business. My supportive grandma. We stand wholesome and supportive grandparents. I don't know how my grandparents would react. One of my grandmothers struggled a whole lot with me even like being trans, and she thinks I'm a trans guy, so that was a struggle. So I don't think I will ever tell her I'm non-binary, because no. Just no, I don't want to deal with it, it's fine. But my other grandparents, I think they would be pretty chill because they were like really cool with me being trans. They like immediately switched names and pronouns. No issues, they didn't mess up once. But they were also like very, why are you growing your hair out again? You're a man now. But I think if I would explain to them, they would still get it. And we love to see it. I don't know. Will I ever try? Maybe. If I do, I'll let you guys know. Look, everyone just knows that they're male or female, right? And some people just have bodies that don't match that, right? It's not that hard to understand. I get it. I don't get it. Well, I don't understand people who don't understand being trans. Because, yeah, I mean, for most people, it's one of those things you can't ever fully understand it unless you are really. But that doesn't mean you can't, like, understand that it is their reality. You know, that just because you feel comfortable as a woman or a man, not everyone who is, like, born male or female is going to feel that way. And, I mean, if you're comfortable in your gender and in your body, you can't really understand what that's like, but you can understand that that's a thing that people go through, and be respectful. You know? But, yeah, I think being non-binary is a little bit harder for people to understand. For some reason, I don't really get it either. But that's because I'm so confused by gender, so, I don't know, but I think it's not that hard, right? When you find someone else who keeps getting misgendered, the struggle all trans people share, actually, I think, because, I mean, like, sometimes, I mean, you realize you're trans way earlier than you're probably ready to come out to people, so you already know you're not a certain gender, but you keep being referred to as that gender because people think you are that gender, so you just keep getting misgendered. Hopefully, once you come out, that gets better very rapidly, but it's so annoying. Choose one, female or male. Yeet. Exactly. Who needs gender? Who needs gender? Again, there are more important things. Like, legit, who cares if you're a man or a woman? Or if you're non-binary? Are you a nice person? Like, are you kind? Or are you just, like, low-key always rude to people? I care way more about that than I will ever care about anyone's gender. So, yeet the gender boxes. Some agender art. Because again, I know I didn't really have art in my polyam video, and I'm sorry, but we love dragons, and this just looks really cute. You look like such a pretty girl in this dress, but I don't want to look like a girl. What, do you want to look like a boy? No, I don't want that either. Then dress it is. The English language sucks. I mean, again, just because you're, like, non-binary or agender doesn't mean you have to look androgynous or kind of, like, genderless. Do whatever you want. If you're comfortable in dresses, wear dresses. Like, I wore a skirt to Pride. I used to be super uncomfortable in dresses and skirts, but it was so hot that it was, like, the best decision ever. But anyways, yeah. Especially people who don't, like, who aren't, like, included in the community yet, who, like, maybe don't know the terminology, are probably gonna have a hard time understanding it first, but yeah, sometimes language sucks for explaining. Pentagon, hexagon, octagon, gendagon. Why am I doing this to myself? Anyways, gender fluid. I can explain. Bigender. You have multiple genders? I only have two. Two? I have half a gender. Honestly, the demi-gender flag is kind of cute. You know, the demi boy is with blue and the demi girl is with pink as well. But agender, you guys have genders? Yeah. Like, do agender people exist because the other people stole their genders? Because that's kind of rude. I mean, have it, we don't need it apparently, but like, that's kind of rude. Did you at least ask, like, I'm agender, I have no sense of gender identity. No. Gender is a myth and I reject it. I transcend you, mortals. To be fair, the second one is a way cooler explanation. What gives people feelings of power? Money? Status? Telling people I'm God instead of I'm male or female. Again, I transcend you, mortals. Family meetings where you have to dress up nice. Closeted trans kids. So annoying. But I think the last time I wore a dress or a skirt like out in public before last Saturday was my grandma's 80th birthday in like 2017, because I knew I was trans. No wait, it was 16. I think it was 16, like end of 2016. I knew I was trans, and I knew I didn't feel comfortable, but I wasn't ready to come out to her, and like it was a big celebration, and I didn't want to get weird questions, and I didn't have a suit, and I didn't have time to go out and buy a suit, so I had to wear a dress. It was a cute dress, but still. Teenage trans person starter pack. If MTF, please give me head pads, inside emotion, gay sounds. Ew, oh well. Thigh socks, shaving, cat girls, chokers. Everyone is cute or valid except for me. If FTM looks 2 to 3 years younger than he actually is. Binder, glasses, packing with a sock. Those literally button-up shirts though. Transmasc YouTubers, Instagram name has planned gore, guts, rat or boy in it, draws a lot. And if you're either depression, fuck toughs, and good old dysphoria hoodies. To be fair, I still have my dysphoria hoodie, although I haven't worn it in 2 years now, since I had surgery. So, yeah, legit, I was a bit worried for this one guy at Pride, because he was wearing his dysphoria hoodie, and it was like over 30 degrees, I think, in the sun. And I was a bit worried he was gonna get dehydrated, but listen. Yeah. Elder trans folks. And another good way to try out potential names is to go to Starbucks and give that name for your order, and then see how it feels when the barista calls it out. Baby trans. Yeah, we love the solidarity. Like, legit, I mean, that's why we watch the trans YouTubers, because you kind of get like little tips, and you maybe like find out what to expect when you like go on hormones, like what happens and what things happen that you kind of maybe weren't expecting. And that's why we love it, and we love other trans folks just protecting little baby trans. Just a reminder that you don't need to earn your pronouns. You don't have to be an HRT. You don't have to change your name. You don't have to feel like you have it all figured out. You don't have to look or dress a certain way. You aren't too young nor too old, and you have a right to be respected and have the pronouns that suit you used. Yes. I tell my parents I won't be responding to the wrong name and pronouns. I'm not getting misgendered and dead named anymore. They just stopped talking to me. I feel really sorry for all the trans kids with unsupportive parents. Because if you're like still under 18 and like underage, it might be very hard to like move out and like support yourself on your own. So you kind of have to live with them, and to then either like get misgendered at that name constantly or just ignored really sucks. I'm really sorry, and I hope y'all get through it well. And you know, some people just need time, but I kind of feel like with people who are this far gone, they just stop talking to their kids. I'm a little bit less hopeful that they'll come around, but yeah, I hope you're fine. I felt dysphoric and grabbed an old hoodie from the closet to cover up. Remember, this is my favorite hoodie back from middle school and high school. I never went anywhere without it. I've been using the dysphoria hoodie for over 13 years. Yes. I mean, the dysphoria hoodie I used the most, I only got in 2016 because it's like a black hoodie with like a print on the front, so it did like a better job at hiding any curves that may have been there. But legit, other dysphoria hoodies or like sweat jackets, a lot, yeah. Alright, what's your gender? Every trans person. I'm cis though. They're definitely lying. They are definitely lying. Yeah. I mean, legit, don't out people if they're not ready, you know, but I think we are very able to tell when someone is lying about their gender. Well, screw making ourselves easily digestible for cis society. We do not owe them comfort at the expense of our minimization. If you do not fit into the boxes created by the medical and legal establishment, fuck them. Is this a dog or a rat? Either way, whatever this animal is, they do have a point. Transphobes. God hates trans people. Trans people. Show me the part of the Bible where it says that. Transphobes. What is... I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that anywhere. But then again, I'm not Christian. I haven't read the Bible. So I just don't care what it says in there. So even if it does say something in there, who gives a shit? Again, if you're religious, cool. But as soon as you use your religion to tell other people how to live their lives, you need to stop. Legit, if you wanna like follow the rules of the Bible, cool. But that doesn't mean you get to tell other people what they should or shouldn't do and how they shouldn't be. That's just being a dickhead. So don't do it. I ordered myself a plush that wasn't a blaha. Angry trans voices. It's a plush from a video game that greatly helped me hatching my egg. Oh, okay, supportive trans noises. I still don't have a blaha because when I was at IKEA a few months ago, I actually got like the giant golden retriever and named him Sungmo. But yeah, I think if I do actually get another plush, it will be a blaha, but Sungmo, come on. Have you seen like the golden retriever plush? It's really cute. People, when they call me by my actual name and I don't react. Shouldn't be that name. But I mean I use the actual name too, for like the legal name that you have. I mean I changed my name. I still use the actual name, because what it says on my ID, what I've like legally changed it to, isn't what most people call me, and like what I want to be called really. But if you told them your chosen name, they should call you that, because otherwise you have every right not to react, because that's not your name, even if it legally is. Normal idol, like astronauts or celebrities, no. I like these two. Well, One Topic and The Click are legit the best. They're really cute and like sweet and wholesome. As cursed as The Click sometimes is, he's secretly very wholesome, and OT is just... he's just adorable, you know? Liberal school be like, 9 o'clock, gay lesson. 9:45, how to be gay. 10:30, trans learning. 11:15, gay recess. 11:45, cross-dressing hour. Learn how to spell, goddammit. 12:45, gay lesson. 1:30, transgender lunch. 2:15, BLM period. 3 o'clock, communist history. 3:30, take non-binary bus home. This is what the left want. What the left wants is for kids to learn how to spell properly, so that at least if they make rude posts, it'll be readable. What is this? My god. Legit, though, I would go to the school. Who's with me? No, Mom, me coming out as trans isn't just a phase. Too common. You fool! This isn't even my final form. I mean, to be fair, whether you transition or not, any person, even if they're cis, they change a lot throughout their lives. Like, even if you just, like, start working out or like start doing other sport, where you start like dyeing your hair or get piercings or tattoos, we're all changing our form because legit it's your character, customize it however you want, you know, like the way you want. Customize your final form however you want. Some cis people, after showing a trans person basic human decency, yay, what do I get? Nothing, it's literally the bare minimum. Oh, they're so ungrateful. Yeah, thinking you're special for being a normal human being and like treating other people with like basic human decency, it confuses me. You're trans? Sorry, I don't believe in that. God doesn't make mistakes. Well, I'll just go ahead and cancel this chemotherapy then. Yeah. Again, don't use your God and your religion to tell other people how to live their life, but maybe also don't be a dickhead to your nurses and doctors specifically. Like, of course they're not going to do anything to jeopardize your health, but still. It's even ruder because they have no choice but to deal with your bullshit because they have to treat you. So don't be rude to them. Legit, what are you doing? Me, when I see trans people on here being happy with how far they've come, I'm very proud of you all. Legit, this is my favorite part of Pride. I mean, if you meet trans people I've never met, it's still good to just see them happy and having a good time together with their friends and like all the other queer people, just being chill with each other and just hanging out and having fun. It's legit. That's legit my favorite part of Pride. You know? Trying to name yourself, but realizing you hate a lot of people. To be fair, this happens a lot. Especially if you like want a certain first letter and then you struggle because there aren't like even that many names with that letter, and then you realize you hate people who also have that names. Yeah. But again, just steal names from characters. It's your name and you get to choose who to steal it from. But yeah. We've gone through hell during puberty and are still living with it to cope with its consequences. All of that is easily preventable and with reversible puberty blockers and hormones. You groomers, you are a threat to children. The 10 states with the highest per capita rate of child marriage, a sacred God-given institution of marriage. Yeah, this is so weird. Because again, the people who say like bullshit about puberty blockers don't know anything about puberty blockers. Legit A have been used to treat cis kids who like were gonna go through puberty too early, to kind of like stove that off a bit, because legit the second you stop taking them, normal puberty just starts. So why would you, like, no one is giving hormones to anyone. I think in Germany, if you're under 18, you obviously need to get your parents' consent, along with like doctors and stuff. Surgeries, not under 18 usually. You can get top surgery if you're older than 16, I think, also with your parents' consent, but they wouldn't even they wouldn't even like do a hysterectomy or anything under anyone who's 18. Legit, puberty blockers are harmless and completely reversible. Why wouldn't you want that? Because legit, all it does is buy the kid some more time. if they do figure out they're not actually trans after all, cool. Like, then they can just stop taking puberty blockers and just have normal puberty, and it's fine. But if they are, it's gonna save them a lot of pain, you know? So, don't be weird, please. I truly cannot comprehend what people don't understand about being trans. It truly blows my mind. It's like such a straightforward thing. Like, what are you confused about, and what would you like me to explain? I don't know how to help you here, man. Exactly. That's what I don't get. Like, how, of course you can never fully comprehend it, but still, like, what's not to get? Me, explaining the concept of gender performance to my parents, and that I was never cishet, but rather behaved the way I thought I was expected to. I was just shiny, dumb, and easy to trick. Yeah, I think a lot of us were like that when we were younger, because if you're just really confused and you don't really know what you're feeling, you just know that being like forced to be a girl is wrong, then you just kind of still act that way because you haven't quite figured it out. You know, I think I'm ero ace, calm. I find out I might not be because of dissociation from being trans, calm. I'm trans, panic. Well, to be fair, it would be somewhat easier if people weren't transphobic. It would still kind of suck because dysphoria is the worst, but it would be easier if other people weren't dickheads at least. Dating in 22 be like, I hope I didn't get him pregnant. Now I know some transphobe made this and was like, haha, funny, but you know, safe sex exists for a reason. Please be careful so you don't get someone pregnant on a one-night stand accidentally. You best start respecting trans folks' pronouns, darling, or I'm gonna make your pronouns into was wearer. Oh, that smile says it all, actually, because that smile says, mess with me and I will chop your head off. Transphobes. Cis. Is this a slur? No. No. I know I don't even need to say it, because if you're here watching this video, chances are you're not dumb enough to think cis is a slur. But listen, it really isn't. What are you doing? Then, horny straight male, lesbians, bonk. Now, horny straight male, trans people. Okay, can we please stop fetishizing groups of people? Thank you very much. Trans people, students, wanting to pass. Yeah, and now imagine being both at the same time. Maybe don't. You realize you're trans. Panic. Your family's Christian, so they should be accepting. Calm. Your family's Christian. Panic. Like, yeah, technically they should be. But a lot of them aren't. And I'm really sorry if they're not. Me. Society. Dysphoria. Okay, dysphoria, go away. Legit. No one invited you. No one invited you. That's the door. You can just leave. Vector from Despicable Me says gender and sex are not the same thing because he didn't have gender with your mom last night. This is such a 12-year-old joke, but it's still funny. Also, it's actually that rare for me to want to punch characters in movies, but he also managed it. Gender is based off what bits you have. Gender is based off a lot more than whether my cock is bigger than yours, dude. Not like I'd expect you to get it, though. I never said it's based on size. I said it's based off which one you have. I bet my gender is bigger than yours. I mean, that's the thing with arguing on transphobes on the internet. If you respond with like logic and factual arguments, they're not even like gonna respond to that either, so you might as well go off and try to troll them a little bit by saying your gender is bigger. That's honestly fair. Bro just put he him on his shirt. Born male, raised male, proud fucking male, deal with it. Okay. Cool, and You could have just put he, him on your shirt and it would have like gotten the same message across. Well, actually not quite, because this also tells us that you're quite probably very transphobic. Basic biology. No, advanced biology. Exactly. Because there are only two genders. A is incredibly dumb, but B, it's even dumber because there are actually even more than two sexes. Like, not everyone falls into, like, completely male or completely female biology. Y'all know intersex people exist, right? Like, sure, it's not, like, the most common thing, you know? But it's like, is it 1%? Hang on. How many people are... I can't type. Intersex. How common is intersex? About 1.7? Okay, 0.018. So like 1, 2, like almost 2 people in 1,000. That's not a lot, sure. But if you calculate that up for the entire world's population, it is still a lot of people. So saying they don't exist because there are only two genders is very rude. And dumb, but very rude. Trans kids. Transphobic parents. You're an abomination who's going to hell. And now distant trans kids. Why won't my child talk to me? I wonder why. It's such a mystery, honestly. Finally got away from my transphobic parents. I'm homeless because they kicked me out. Again, I'm really sorry. And I hope you can get the resources you need to, you know, improve your situation, because being trans, if you have like a normal life where you have like an apartment or a house, is hard enough. But being homeless on top of that really just makes it so much more complicated, and I'm really sorry. Dysphoria, getting kicked out of the house, losing all my HRT and savings, supportive subreddits, protecting me while I sleep. Again, I'm really sorry, and that's so annoying. So that was all of the memes. Why did I end on a kind of low-key depressing one? But anyways, we'll turn it wholesome, because legit, I also said it in a previous trans video, I think, that like it doesn't matter where you get your supportive people from. Like, as long as you have supportive people in your life, of course it's like maybe preferable to have them like right next to you, but honestly, the internet is also a great place for that, because through like subreddits and like YouTube communities and stuff, you will find so many supportive people who understand what you're going through and who will support you. Is just amazing. It's amazing, and I love to see it. So let's turn it wholesome, I guess. But yeah, that was all the memes for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in 2 days with my next video, but I'm not sure what it is right now. So see you in 2 days.